The Simpsons predictions for 2026, you'll be shocked. Welcome to the most amazing channel where satire meets prophecy. For decades, The Simpsons has been making us laugh and then weirdly predicting the future. But their visions for 2026, they go way beyond coincidence. From mind-bending technology to shocking shifts in society, these predictions aren't just creepy, they're chilling. Whether it's political chaos, digital immortality, or weather weapons, The Simpsons may have already sketched out our future in yellow ink. So sit tight and stay curious, because what you're about to see will leave you questioning everything. If you thought it was all jokes, think again. 2026 is starting to look like a Simpsons script. Prediction number 1. Weather as a weapon. In a bizarre yet unforgettable Simpsons episode, Springfield's government unleashes its own twisted form of justice by literally controlling the weather. Citizens who don't pay taxes get rained on. Protesters are targeted with freak lightning. A sunny forecast? Only for those who obey. It's wild, it's funny, and it might be more real than we think. Fast forward to 2026, and the idea of weather manipulation no longer lives in the realm of science fiction. Talk of geoengineering, cloud seeding, and HARP-like technologies has exploded. While officially meant to combat climate change, conspiracy theories argue that certain governments might already be experimenting with climate control, not to help, but to harm. Social media is buzzing with accusations of engineered droughts, targeted floods, and heat waves that feel anything but natural. When nature starts acting unnatural, people begin to ask uncomfortable questions. Could a hurricane be redirected? Could extreme snowfall be tactical? While there's no official proof of weaponized weather, the timing of some freak climate events in 2026 has made even skeptics do a double take. Back in Springfield, the idea was satire, showing how power corrupts, even over nature itself. But today, it feels eerily plausible. With global temperatures rising and weather disasters becoming more frequent and more violent, how far are we from turning storms into strategic tools? If The Simpsons were onto something, we may not be ready for just how controlled our skies could become. Prediction number 2. Pets that spy. Lisa loves her cat. That is, until she finds out it's not really a cat. It's a government spy equipped with cameras, audio sensors, and a hidden antenna. In true Simpsons fashion, what starts as adorable turns invasive fast. The pet reports back on private conversations, behavior, and even what TV shows the family watches. Hilarious, and now horrifyingly relevant. Welcome to 2026, where AI-powered pet companions are more advanced and more suspicious than ever. Companies have rolled out robotic dogs and smart collars that monitor everything from your pet's mood to your home's noise levels. While marketed as helpful tools to track health and safety, many of these devices come with always-on microphones, GPS, and cloud connectivity. The result? Man's best friend just might be Big Brother in disguise. Governments and corporations assure users that the data is safe, but privacy watchdogs aren't buying it. If your pet knows when you come home, what you talk about, and what room you sleep in, who else might know too? The Simpsons' take might have seemed ridiculous years ago, but in 2026, as AI pets and smart accessories flood the market, it's not hard to imagine a future where surveillance slinks into your home on 4 legs and a wagging tail. When even your goldfish might be watching you, the question isn't just who let the dogs out, but who programmed them to listen in, satire, or prophecy. Either way, it's time to take a closer look at that purring little friend on your lap. Prediction number 3. Sleepwork economy. In one of The Simpsons' most unsettling visions of the future, Springfield citizens are enrolled in a mandatory sleepwork program. While their bodies rest at night, their minds are hijacked to perform tedious tasks in dream space. Everything from data entry to fast food service. People wake up exhausted, but their debts are paid barely. Now jump to 2026, where dream-influencing technology is no longer science fiction. Researchers are actively exploring targeted dream incubation, where stimuli introduced during sleep can shape what you dream about. Originally designed for therapy and education, it's now being explored for productivity and skill acquisition. Sleep learning apps are hitting the market. Neural headbands promise overnight memory boosts, but some experts warn we're one ethical misstep away from monetizing our dreams. Companies are already eyeing brain-computer interfaces that could nudge the brain toward useful thoughts during rest. The idea of people being productive, even while unconscious, is becoming disturbingly attractive to late-stage capitalism. In Springfield, the nightmare is real. People dread going to sleep because it means another 8-hour shift they can't even remember. Sound too far-fetched? Think again. If our dreams are no longer private, is sleep even sleep anymore? Or just unpaid overtime? The Simpsons might have cracked a scary truth. In the future, your mind may never get a break, not even in your dreams. Prediction number 4. Reverse aging for the rich. When Mr. Burns walks into the Quickie Mart looking 25 again, ripped, glowing, and full of terrifying energy, everyone in Springfield is horrified. "I paid good money to be young again," he smirks, before lifting a car over his head. The rest of the town? Still aging, still broke. Flash to 2026, longevity science has exploded. Elite biotech firms are now promising cellular regeneration, age-reversing gene therapy, and even blood transfusion treatments marketed to slow, or outright rewind, aging. While still experimental, billionaires are lining up. Some have already undergone early procedures. Clinical trials are hush-hush, and costs are in the millions. What was once a fantasy is now a race to escape mortality, at least for the ultra-rich. Average people, meanwhile, face rising healthcare costs and shorter lifespans due to environmental stress, processed diets, and burnout. The result? A stark new class divide, not just between rich and poor, but between aging and ageless. Just like in Springfield, where Burns drinks from the fountain of youth while everyone else struggles to stay alive. The Simpsons once mocked the idea of eternal youth for the elite, but in 2026, it's beginning to look prophetic. If the wealthy can buy back time while the rest of us watch the clock tick down, what does that mean for the future of humanity? Immortality may be coming, but only for those who can afford it. And the Simpsons, once again, saw it coming first. Prediction number 5. Insect overlords. In one unforgettable episode, Springfield's government announces a shocking decree. Beef is banned, chicken's gone, and bugs, yes, bugs, are now the official protein of the town. School lunches feature cricket nuggets. Grocery stores sell grasshopper jerky, and those who refuse to eat the new green meat are fined. While Homer screams in horror, Lisa cheerfully promotes it as progress. Flash forward to 2026, and The Simpsons seems less absurd and more prophetic. With rising climate concerns, supply chain disruptions, and global food insecurity, major food agencies are pushing insect-based protein as a sustainable alternative to traditional livestock. Cricket flour, mealworm patties, and roasted grasshoppers are hitting supermarket shelves across Europe, Asia, and even parts of North America. Global campaigns now tout the environmental benefits. Bugs use fewer resources, emit less carbon, and breed quickly. But there's a catch: public resistance. Many see it as a step too far, a forced evolution of human diet pushed by elites while traditional food becomes unaffordable. Back in Springfield, the lines are drawn: eco-conscious citizens versus furious meat lovers. It's funny until you realize how eerily close it mirrors today's real-world tensions between sustainability advocates and cultural food purists. Are bugs the food of the future, or a symbol of how far we're willing to bend to survive a collapsing system? Maybe The Simpsons wasn't joking when it crowned insects as our next overlords. Maybe that future is already crawling toward us. Prediction number 6. Telepathy networks. In a mind-bending twist, Bart stumbles into a restricted facility hidden beneath Springfield Elementary. There he discovers something astonishing: a secret network used by the elite to silently communicate via thoughts. No talking, no texting, just pure brain-to-brain connection. It's faster, cleaner, and terrifyingly invasive. Now consider this. In 2026, real-world companies are making massive strides in brain-computer interface technology. Elon Musk's Neuralink, among others, is actively testing chips that can convert neural activity into text, control devices, and potentially even transmit thoughts. We've moved from keyboard to touchscreen, and now, possibly, to direct mind link. Early headlines in 2026 show successful human trials with thought-to-text typing and prosthetic control via brainwaves. Some tech firms are already experimenting with shared digital consciousness. What sounds like sci-fi is quickly becoming Silicon Valley's next frontier, but there's a dark side. In Springfield, only the rich and powerful access the telepathy network, giving them a major advantage in communication, coordination, and secrecy. Everyone else is left confused, disconnected, and vulnerable. Is this the next level of class divide? Those who think out loud and those left behind in silence? Are we ready for a world where your thoughts might not be private? Where mental internet access becomes the new elite privilege? The Simpsons might have turned it into a gag, but in 2026, the joke's on us. A post-language world isn't just possible, it may already be uploading. Prediction number 7. Rent-a-Parent services. In one surreal episode, Springfield introduces a strange new service, Rent-a-Parent. Kids, frustrated with their real families, can now hire temporary mother or father figures, AI-enhanced actors with flawless manners, unlimited patience, and 5-star emotional support ratings. Bart swaps Homer for a holographic dad who plays catch, listens attentively, and even cooks his favorite dinner every night. Sounds absurd? Welcome to 2026. Across the globe, virtual caretakers are on the rise. AI-generated family bots, digital nannies, and emotional support avatars are being marketed to overwhelmed parents and lonely children alike. With families growing more fragmented and screen time skyrocketing, tech companies are stepping in to fill the emotional void with algorithms. Some 2026 startups now offer custom family subscriptions, complete with virtual siblings, pets, and even AI grandparents who remember birthdays. But critics argue this is synthetic comfort, not real love. Just like in Springfield, where kids become addicted to their perfect parental stand-ins, we now face a future where emotional bonds can be outsourced and monetized. Is this innovation or emotional bankruptcy? Will tomorrow's children even crave real human connection, or will a warm, responsive machine be enough? Once again, The Simpsons saw it coming. Maybe the biggest question isn't whether this prediction is accurate, but whether it's already begun. Prediction number 8. National Crying Day. In a shockingly heartfelt moment, Springfield declares an official National Crying Day. One day a month, all citizens are encouraged, no, required, to express their emotions. Streets fill with sobbing neighbors, weeping police officers, and openly bawling politicians. Even Mr. Burns sheds a tear for tax season. While it plays for laughs, the core idea isn't so far-fetched. In 2026, governments and workplaces around the world are embracing emotional transparency as a pillar of mental health. From mandated therapy sessions to group vulnerability workshops, mental wellness is now front and center. Japan hosts public crying clubs. Scandinavian schools run monthly catharsis periods. Even some tech companies have emotional expression hours. The idea? Suppressing emotion leads to burnout, anxiety, and social disconnection. But critics argue that scheduled vulnerability feels forced, performative, like sadness is being bureaucratized. Back in Springfield, the emotional release spirals out of control. People fake tears to avoid work. Crying becomes competitive. And soon, new policies monitor how you cry. Satirical? Yes. But what if The Simpsons is tapping into something real? Our desperate search for humanity in a hyper-optimized world. National Crying Day might sound like a joke, but in 2026, it's not hard to imagine a future where emotions aren't just felt, they're regulated. Prediction number 9. The meat memory hack. In one of The Simpsons' most bizarre twists, it's revealed that Krusty Burgers are storing customer memories in the meat. Every bite unlocks forgotten thoughts, dream fragments, and even someone else's memories. Lisa investigates and discovers that Krusty's supplier has embedded organic data storage tech into the meat patties, turning fast food into a surveillance network. Fiction? Not anymore. In 2026, scientists are actively experimenting with storing digital data in organic matter, including DNA. Research from top biotech labs has shown that living tissue can theoretically hold terabytes of information, offering an eco-friendly alternative to traditional servers. The wild part? Some companies are testing edible data storage in synthetic meat for traceability and smart digestion. What starts as traceable logistics could evolve into something darker: memory manipulation, cognitive conditioning, or even emotional tracking through what we eat. Just like in Springfield, where biting into a burger means reliving last Tuesday's embarrassing moment, real-world implications are raising serious ethical flags. Would you still eat your favorite meal if it could read your mind or write to it? As ridiculous as Krusty's burger plot sounds, The Simpsons might again be laughing just ahead of reality. It's not just about what's in the meat anymore, it's what the meat remembers. Prediction number 10. The final signal. One day in Springfield, a strange tone echoes across town. It's not a siren, not a song, just a single, untraceable frequency that disrupts phones, minds, and even animal behavior. As residents spiral into confusion, Lisa connects it to planetary alignments and something not of this Earth. Fast forward to 2026. Astronomers and space agencies are on edge as new, unexplained interstellar signals are detected, some resembling pulses, others coded sequences. These signals are often brushed off as cosmic noise, but their increasing frequency and strange timing have conspiracy theorists, and even some scientists, wondering if we're receiving a message, or worse, broadcasting one. Are our satellites and AI systems unintentionally sending signals across the cosmos? Could Earth be lighting up like a beacon to something or someone out there? In the Simpsons episode, panic sets in as people assume it's a doomsday warning. Others believe it's divine. Lisa, she fears we've answered a call we didn't realize we made. 2026's real-world tech, including advanced radio telescopes and AI signal decoders, is digging deeper into the cosmos than ever. But the more we search, the weirder it gets. Was The Simpsons just having fun with sci-fi tropes? Or did they stumble onto a cosmic truth? Because if the final signal really does come, don't say Springfield didn't warn us. From weather manipulation to memory-laced burgers and AI replacing love, The Simpsons' predictions for 2026 aren't just entertaining, they're chillingly close to real headlines. These aren't just coincidences anymore. The show seems to be pulling events straight from the future, or steering us toward it. So what do we make of it all? Is it satire with eerie timing, or are we laughing at clues we've been warned about for decades? Final chilling thought, maybe it's not a prediction. Maybe it's a warning we keep laughing at until it's too late.